And hello to all friends, potatoes are with you. And today I'm going to show you how to build an ultra mega cool industrial gold plant in Crete. This is the best gold factory, and it is completely endless. You will not do anything else there, from the moment it is built, and the gold will be added and added. But before you start watching, be sure to subscribe to me, and click on the bell, so as not to miss new videos. Let's analyze what will be needed to create this huge, very cool plant. First of all, it can build a variety of sizes. I'm going to build such a plant consisting of, say, 3 blocks. Well, in short, later you will understand what I'm talking about. And here the following resources will be needed. Naturally, there are a lot of shafts, various gearboxes, belts, and also some kind of zapka. And then there are the resources, which I have divided into as many as 6 parts, 6 stages of construction. The first stage is the creation of a cobblestone, then its smart movement along the gutter, then there is crushing, turning into sand, and washing it, and compressing it. There is also washing, and in the end, the last stage is the collection of all resources. Let's take a look at how this huge plant will look like. Look, here we have 3 blocks, that is, the first block, the second and the third. You can make at least 15 of these. It will be very huge, very productive, but I do not know where you will have so many resources. And in general, the desire to build such a huge plant. It seems to me that 3 pieces, a maximum of 5 will be enough. Let's take another look at it. If it's a prototype, now we will build a little bit different with you. I'm going to make it a little higher, because in this case, I didn't calculate the height, and here you can see here a little bit. He buried himself under the ground. Well, let's take all the resources and proceed to the first stage. So I took myself building blocks, a bucket of water, lava, 3 mechanical drills, 1 fan in the housing, a gutter, 2 chests, and also 4 oak plaques. Well, of course these are all consumables. I will not fly far away from this prototype, because I may forget something, how to build something there, and it will be a fail. So we take the building blocks and put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, and 25. Look, at this height, we will need to install the first drills. Let's do it now somewhere a little further away from here, but let's say once a drill that looks down 2 and also 3. So we did it. Great, then we can even break the whole pillar. Here's a shorter drill we made. Then you will need to make an infinite source of cobblestone. The cobblestone will appear in place of these blocks here, where I have installed them now, so it will also be necessary to put blocks here, and make such a small platform here, where there will be lava and water on the other side. So let's make such sides, and let's assume there will be lava on this side. Here, by the way, we will eventually have a hole, but we will do this a little later. And here, it will be necessary to make such water so that it flows, but does not flow onto the lava. Therefore, it will be placed here. Here we will break it with you, and here, by the way, we will also break it. And I will make such a thing, and extend it everywhere, so that in the end, our water simply does not flow onto the lava, which will be located here. And let's pour water here, and look here we will have lava. Great. Now we look at what is happening, and we have a building created here. That's exactly what we wanted. Then, by the way, let me tell you right away, here is where the Baliga put, it is necessary to install signs. Let's do it quickly, just so that we don't have water here, and as a result, there is a cobblestone in the form of a drop, moving, and going into the right gutter. We will also put a block here with you, and here we will have an exit, where the gutter will be located. By the way, let's put it right here right away, and here we will have a sign, so that just our water also does not flow out anywhere. Although, even this is not necessary here. Therefore, here we make a sideboard, and on the other side from the opposite side. Look at this, we will have a kind of pipe here, where the cobblestone will move into this chute. That is, on the opposite side, you will need to install a fan that will look in that direction, so that it blows, and eventually nails all the shot that will be here, in the form of a cobblestone, into our gutter. Now let's connect all of this somehow, let's say with the help of shafts and also mechanical belts here. That is, this is how we will do it. Then here, it will also be necessary to power this fan in the right way, so that it is in that direction. So let's put a vertical gearbox here, here also up, and here, it will even be possible to do just like that. Although no, it was even possible to break it down here, and do it the following way, just connect everything like that. Here the direction is not important to us, it is only important for now that the fan. Therefore, we take the motor with you, and check where it blows with us at a positive speed, in the right direction. Here in general, look, we have a shotgun there. It will then move with the help of this fan, into our gutter, and under the gutters. We will immediately install 2 chests with you. It's like there will be a buffer chest, where the cobblestone will be stored. Well, that's it. The first stage of construction is completed. Next, we will need 2 wireless transmitters of the redstone signal, a brass funnel, 6 smart gutters, 6 ordinary gutters, then 3 repeaters, 3 ration torches, and also 6 rodent dust, although in fact probably more. Let me do the math, but no, all 6 of them. Yes, we are all coming back here with you, and then look what we are doing. First of all, we take building blocks. This is how we will have a consumable, and we will need to install the first shaft right here, right in front of our chest, that is, under a large cobblestone, somewhere here. So we put it up, then we put auxiliary blocks here, and then we will need to put the shaft at such a distance where we have the last drill. That is, here we have the last drill, and here is the last shaft. Then here, you will need to pull just an ordinary mechanical belt, a mechanical belt, here we have it, and put a brass funnel here. The brass funnel will need to be set up for a whole stack of cobblestones. That's us. That's why we just lay down here and do 64 things. We have all this, then we will need to put as many as 3 smart gutters at the bottom. So 1, 2, 3. Then, we also take a boulder and push it down, and here we also make a stack. That is, here are 64. Here are 64 and here are 64. Then, we will raise the usual gutters. Under them again, smart gutters, and now we will raise the usual gutters. This is how we get a layer cake here, and now we will need to move on to redstone schematics. To do this, we take the building blocks, here I have them, and put them on one of the sides, whatever you want. This is actually a very flexible company, here you can show your creativity and even change something. But if you want to do everything like mine, so just repeat. In general, we take the building blocks, put them at the level of the first ones, at the gutters of the usual 1, 2 and 3, and also make another strip. By the way, I forgot to take something, it's a small fail, but in general, it was necessary to take 3 of these here. These are content watchers. Be sure to take them, otherwise nothing will work for you without them. And we put them in such a way that they look at these clever upper gutters. That's it, we did it. Then we take the growth of repeaters and do it in the following way, so that they look from these observers in that direction. Then, we put building blocks with you on these repeaters, and on these building blocks with new torches. Here they are burning here for now. When these blocks are activated, these torches will be cut down, but for now, let's put 2 building blocks here, and finish it here as follows. Then we can break these 2 blocks, and here we can put a redstone duster. 1, 2, 3. Here let's put another block, and there is already a wireless transmitter of the redstone signal, and configure it for example to redstone 1. That's how we do it. We go a little lower, and now here we do the following. We put 3 building blocks together, we install a rest repeater on them, then we finish building 3 more building blocks, and then we put redstone dust on them. And here finally, we are setting up a wireless signal transmission, making it a frequency of 1 redstone, and also setting it up for reception. Everyone look here, we have lights up, so the redstone signal is transmitted. Then it remains only to somehow power up this tape here, and so that it turns in the right direction. To do this, let's say we do with you like this. Here we put a shaft, then here we put a vertical gearbox, so that it looks there. Here let's give a shaft, and then just do it all with the help of mechanical belts. Now let's check it out. Let's make a positive speed here. By the way, I posted this, so I'm taking another one to the creative engine, but we have 16, and we don't have it here in the wrong direction. Therefore, we just do it as follows. We put another gearbox here, and everything turns in the right direction now. Great, let's move on to the next stage. And here, we will already need as many as 12 wheels with crushing, fans in the casing, some semi-blocks, water, 1 smart gutter, and also a filter for a lump of clay and flint. First, you will need to install the wheels by crushing. Here we are, let's say like this, and they will need to be installed right under these gutters. See the crushing wheel once and also 2. 1, 2, and 1 and 2. Here we have, as I said, 3 blocks. Here, we will have the first block, the second, and also the third processing block. These are the blocks we can break down here and leave everything like this in principle. And then, it will be necessary to power them naturally correctly. But before that, let's do another reworking with you, namely, you will need to install another crushing wheels just a little lower, right here. That is, once the crushing wheel, 2 and also 3. We also break these blocks. Now here at the bottom exit, we will get a little clay and also sand. Of course, we will wash the sand, so we are making here in the block of these wheels by crushing another platform like this from below. On the one hand, let's say on this side, where we have all these shafts going, we will install the washing machine itself here. To do this, we put plates, half blocks, here also let there be a half block, and here there will be a block, and here the fan itself will be in the casing. That's the way it is. Here we will make water with you, a little later we will power it up, and here we will also need to make such an emphasis, so that this whole thing rests with us. Here, we will have such a smart gutter, and on it, we put a filter on sand again, and also clay. That is, look, here we will have sand and clay falling from below, and the sand will be washed, and the clay will immediately go here. Then, when the sand is washed, it will also turn into clay, and you will fall down. This means that more than half of the farm is already ready. But let's do the washing, and the right one, so that everything turns in the right directions. And let's do it from this side immediately as follows. Look how I came up with it. Here, I will leave a shaft on each wheel, and take a mechanical belt, connecting as follows, and also as follows. Now it will be necessary on the other hand, to power everything in the right way. To do this, let's take the shaft here. Here, we have it spinning a little bit, then I'll put 1 shaft here, and let's say the gearbox is vertical here, and here it is horizontal. We look where it turns in the right direction. Great. And from below, we also have it spinning in the right direction, because we have this thing that transmits signals down. We continue to power up. Now let's say we put the gearbox right here, and also here it is. We look at everything spinning again in the right direction. It remains to power only this fan here. To do this, let's say we move away from here is a signal. Here we have a shaft. Then there will be a vertical gearbox. There will be a shaft. Here is a gearbox, and here is a gearbox. Where will it all go? In the right direction. That's why we leave it that way. Well, consider that we have already moved on to the penultimate stage of processing. Here, we will need 3 mechanical presses, 3 bowls, 6 brass funnels, 3 filters for clumps of clay, 3 depots, 3 filters for just clay, a fan in the case, lava, and also semi-blocks. By the way, I don't remember telling you or not, but here we will need to put a filter, not only on clay, but also on flint. So let's fix it all quickly now. Here we have a flint, and also someone with clay. We put it here. Everything continues. Here we will have clay falling, as I said, and also flint. The whole thing will fall on the conveyor belt, so we take the shaft and also the belt. And now, it will be necessary to put a little blocks. Let's say somewhere here, here, and in the block of this chute. We are putting a conveyor belt. Then, we will need to make it as long as we have this whole farm. That is 3 blocks. So we are putting more auxiliary blocks here, and putting another shaft in the block from this shaft, and pulling the conveyor belt here. This we can break. The flint will simply be thrown away, and everything else, that is, the clay will move into the bowl. So let's put them on. Let's also take auxiliary blocks, and here we will have 1 bowl, 2 bowls, and also 3 bowls. But, in order for everything to work properly, we will also need brass funnels. We put them here on the envelope side of the tape, 1, 2, and 3. Oh, a little wrong. The filters carefully do not touch them. And we put a brass funnel here, like this. In these brass funnels, you will need to place filters on clumps of clay. 1, 2, and also 3. All further we move to the other side, and here we will have processing our clay, namely with pressing. To do this, we will take more presses, put them here 1, 2, and also 3. Here they are. Look, everything is fine here, but they echo, that is, we just power up this press, and all the others will work. Let's do it right now. Just put 2 shafts here, or rather, we can even redo it a little here. Break it like this and lengthen this tape here. That's it. They'll all be spinning in one direction. Then, we put 1, 2, 3 blocks here. And to these blocks, we present these 3 depots, 1, 2, and 3. Then don't look at the fact that we have an exit here. We need to make our exit using brass funnels. Otherwise, everything will just work very slowly. We put them here, and stuff filters on clay here. 1, 2, and 3. And we do it here, preferably, so that the clay comes out only in stacks. And accordingly, everything works here as efficiently as possible. Here we will, as you may have already understood, receive clay. It will need to be processed with lava, so let's do a flushing, or rather a purge with lava. I'm going to put a half block here, a half block here, a half block here. I'm going to break it here. I'm going to put 1, 2 blocks here, and here we will have a fan in the case. Then, here I pour lava, and it remains only to power this fan in the case. How are we going to do this? But let's say, we take some shaft from here, once, then here are 2 vertical boxes. Here is an ordinary shaft, and here we will also have an ordinary box. We look where it blows the wrong way, so I just take and put another box here. Now it's blowing absolutely right. By the way, one more thing we forgot is to power this tape. I put a vertical gearbox here, then a horizontal one here, in mind to our tape, and put another horizontal one here. It's spinning the wrong way, but the wrong way, so I just put another gearbox, and now everything is spinning absolutely right. A little later, when we make the maximum speed, you will see very well how everything will work here, and very efficiently and smoothly. Well, consider that the very last stage is just an imitation of what we will get with terracotta, and also washing the resulting red sand. To do this, we will need 3 smart gutters, 3 terracotta filters, 6 crushing wheels, a fan in the housing, semi-blocks, and also water. We put a smart gutter under our depot, 1, 2, and 3. And here, immediately, we shove filters 1, 2, and 3 on the terracotta. Then, crushing wheels will need to be installed under these gutters. To do this, let's do this. Here, we will put auxiliary blocks, and put here 1, 2, 3, and also on the other side. Here is 1, 2, and 3. Those blocks we can break. Now, in a good way, they would need to be powered, but let's do it a little later, and here we will also set up a little blocks, where our red sand will fall as a result. This is where it will be located, and here let's do the washing again. That is, I will leave the half blocks here, like this, and here we will have a fan in the case. That's the way it is. Then, we pour water here and power this fan. Let's take the power supply to him again from here. Then we do it like this once or twice. I'll leave the vertical one here, the shaft here, and the horizontal one here. Well, it's blowing in the right direction, isn't it? So let's insert another horizontal one here. That's it. And now it will be necessary to power these wheels with crushing. By the way, we can do it the same way from here. So let's make a shaft back here like this, and here we'll put one vertical one. And now we'll power it from it. I put the shaft here. Then let's put the shaft here. And here we will have two gearboxes. Well, it turns in the right direction. Yes, in that direction. Next, let's put a shaft here. Then another gearbox, and then a shaft. It turns in the right direction. Everyone consider that the farm is ready. It remains only here to adjust the speed, and also make it desirable, to fence the entire crop before this. That is, we will have gold nuggets, and also dead bushes. Yes, they are. To do this, we will only need a smart gutter, a filter for pieces of gold, and also dead bushes and 2 chests. Yes, by the way, I went over a little bit with the height. It will take not 25, but somewhere probably 23 blocks. Well, in short, at the very end of our processing, we put here 10 gutters. That is, look, we have a fan blowing from there. It will blow, and eventually blow to our gutter. Here I'm going to put up a block like this, just to stop this whole thing. Then, here is a filter for pieces of gold and dead bushes, and under this gutter, I will leave a double chest, so once and also twice. Everyone consider that absolutely the whole farm is ready. Now let's check it out. Let's chop it up a little more speed here, namely 256. That's how they twisted it up. Look from above, we get a lot of cobblestones. So, why by the way, does not want to be mined? Apparently some kind of tank. Rather here, it's just that everything is lagging here right now, but no, everything is untwisted. So okay, look in short. Here, we have a lot of cobblestones coming in. Let's multiply it here, right very much aisled right here, is the whole double chest. Then it is unloaded here. Here, we have such a very smart distribution. And as a result, we have everything here clearly, and at the same time, comes to our crushing wheels. Then here we have the whole thing washed out. By the way, I just noticed a small tank. Here at the top, where we have a distribution of cobblestones, we need to put one block here. Otherwise, the extra cobblestone that is pumped out there will be pumped out here, and it will not get here in any way. Therefore, everyone knows that we have closed our eyes and are restarting our entire farm. Here comes the distribution of it. Look further. All this comes to our crushing wheels, turns into sand here. This sand is washed and turns into clay. This clay falls down and enters these bowls of ours. And by the way, it does not arrive because it needs to be done here on the fence, once, twice, and also 3 with a wrench. Be sure not to forget this, otherwise nothing will work. And the personal flint that we have accumulating here, it just spills out somewhere here. You can put lava here by the way. Then look, here the clay comes here, turns into blocks. These blocks are pumped out here. They really will get out of there when one stack accumulates there, because we have made a whole stack here with you. But as you can see, everything is being created very quickly there. Let's put the PCM together now, take the clay from there, and immediately throw it on this processing here. By the way, everything is already being pumped out here in the same way, so as you can see, we have created a very fast one. In the meantime, our clay has all melted down, then it is re-etched, and red sand is obtained, which is washed here. And let's see how many gold nuggets will be obtained here. So it was all washed, and immediately entered the gutter, and from the gutter into the chest. And that's what came out of probably 2 stacks of clay. This is a pretty good result, considering that this company is absolutely endless, and by the way, here everything rests oddly enough on the creation of a cobblestone. Here, it is not created as much as it is necessary for this farm at all. And before that, on the contrary, there were too many cobblestones in all my farms. Therefore, you can even redirect from other farms to this chest here, and from here, it will be processed into gold very quickly. Again, we upload it here. Here you can see the double chest, and from here the cobblestone it just flows away. Well, there was a potato with you. Be sure to subscribe, like, write comments, and also click on the bell so as not to miss new videos. Good luck to everyone, and bye to everyone.